Time for another trip to the flea markets. We kind of figured that since it was a day before July 4th, plus the nice cool weather, that it would be packed with sellers. Well, we were wrong. It was kind of light this time around, but let's see what we can find.
Simple humor.
It's Nintendo Wii. 45 for everything.
It is, yeah, they're usually 200.
$5 for the Xbox games.
Sorry, homie, Wii's do not go for 200. That is a fucking awful lie. Anyway, $5 for these 360 games isn't that bad of a price. I couldn't remember which Left 4 Dead game I have, so I walked away from picking up that. Good thing, because the one I need is the original and not the sequel. Although I should have probably picked up this arcade pack with Luminous and Bomberman. Oh well, maybe next time. An assortment of Xbox games I either already own or don't care about since they're not exclusives. However, I am eyeing that sealed Flipnik game for the PS2.
How much is the game?
$2.
$2.
Ugh, sports games. Go away.
Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know?
I had a hard time filming this part while I was looking at these games. There was a creepy, smelly guy basically up my ass and holding on to games for dear life, making sure no one would take it from him, God forbid. Anyway, the PS2 games were $2 a piece, although they've been picked through, so there wasn't much left of interest. There's a Sly 3 here, but it was scratched. He has some games from other systems as well, like GameCube, PS1, and Wii. I ended up picking up Medal of Honor Heroes 2 for the Wii and that Ultimate Spider-Man game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do ya? Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I would have guessed that.
This is a very interesting sign Dad's holding up here. I think it's made out of polystyrene or some sort of hard foam material. The seller wants $20 for it, and after walking around for a little while, we did end up going back for it.
That's the lamp for us. That is a cool piece. See
Search
what I'm
lamp.
talking about? See?
$30
He sucks
last
right
one.
in with this stuff.
Still
You
gonna
know
be.
he's got great stuff over there.
That or it'll magically go up.
Yeah. How much on the full term? 50. Thanks. I'll make it well, I gotta go find her. So you have a nice. I don't know. She's so slow. Oh my god. 1 week it's 40.
Now it's 50.
Next week it's 30. Now it's up to 50.
So he just changes his price depending on his mood.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Alright. That's, yeah.
Okay, so this is pretty scary. A slot machine for $40? Yes, granted this is one of those cheap Chinese ones, but still, we see people have similar or same exact models trying to get $200 or more out of them. $40 is just a scary cheap price that makes us question whether or not it works. Off to the other flea market, and the first thing I see is more Xbox games I don't care about. Yay. I'm huge into hot sauce, especially with anything habanero or hotter. I get them for Christmas all the time. More often than not, they are lacking in flavor and heat. To really find the good stuff, it seems like you have to either go to a specialty shop or buy online. One of my favorite brands of hot sauce at the moment is Iguana. It's really good stuff and has a lot of flavor and heat.
Oh. I didn't notice.
I'm just seeing from the side.
Yeah. Did not even notice.
Funny, because I had zero interest in picking up these until I heard him say that they were $1 each. When you hear something like that, you might as well grab whatever you don't have.
Not bad though.
Yeah, if you have something to display it with.
Yeah, but it's a baby thing.
Oh.
See how the corner?
Yeah. That kind of kills it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
$2 for a PlayStation Move wand thing? Consider it sold.
She would know. Some people would take one look at it. I had a Rolex
Sports
watch.
games.
No, not really. There's a
Ball.
couple.
She didn't even need a minute.
The only one I care about is volleyball.
I wasn't trying to fool him. I wanted to see him.
My dad has a lot of signs like this in his garage and in the basement. Most of them are real and made out of porcelain or ceramic. This is a reproduction made out of like a cheap tin or something, which is usually something we avoid like the plague, but this repo is actually pretty neat. Although it's a little expensive for $20. If you shop around online, you could probably pick it up for 14, maybe even $10.
Oh, watch it. You don't go. No bueno. Hey. Oh, yeah.
What's your price on the PlayStation games here?
I had 10 apiece on them.
Okay.
But I do both of them for $12.
12 for the pair was actually a really good deal. I just didn't want to pull the trigger, honestly. Plus, I don't even really care about Tomb Raider all that much.
Okay.
Well, that concludes another flea market trip. The second market we went to definitely had more stuff, but still lacking in sellers. Considering how great the weather was this day, it's such a shame, really. Alright, so this is the part where I show you what I've bought, and just kind of go through it, I guess. First of which is Flipnik Ultimate Pinball. This is a game that I've wanted for quite a long time. It's a pinball game, obviously, but it's set in such like a strange way. Like the tables all, I guess, kind of mesh into each other. I'll just read the back paragraph here. Forget all you know, or forget all you think you know about pinball. Flipnik redefines the pinball experience as players go on a wild journey through surrealistic, I don't even know what that means, 3D environments and encounter outrageous gameplay variations that must all be seen to believe. 70 plus different areas to explore, 100 plus missions of addictive challenges, and 5 themed environments. Biology, metallurgy, optics, geometry, and theology. So it's I played it before. I forgot if it was a demo or something, but I had a lot of fun with it. It's probably one of my favorite pinball games. Not super realistic as far as the physics, but you know what? It's fun. Next we have Alan Wake. I was surprised that this guy was selling it for $5 because usually he sells things for like $10 and up. $5 for an Alan Wake is a very, very good deal, and I'm very happy I found it. GTA 2. I didn't think I was going to pick this up until I heard the guy's prices were just like $2 for anything he had. He wanted to get rid of the the Xbox he had, which is where I got the Outlaw Volleyball from. Same seller. He wanted to get rid of the entire system with the games for $35, and you know, it's okay of a deal if he had better games to choose from. They were mostly sports titles, including, I guess, Outlaw Volleyball is considered a sports title. But I do like the Outlaw games quite a lot. They're ridiculous in like a stupid way, but I think they're fun. GTA 2, I don't really have much to say about it. I've never played it. It's completely different than the ones that came out after this, because this is more of a top-down game, if you don't know. I try to show that there. Don't know if you could see that very well. Anyway. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man and Medal of Honor Heroes 2. Ultimate Spider-Man I have played. It is one of my favorite Spider-Man games. It's really fun. I just like it a lot. I don't even know if people liked it, but I sure did. And then we have, again, Medal of Honor Heroes 2. This I believe, completes all of the Medal of Honor games that are on console that I own. I have all of them, including maybe handhelds, because I do have Heroes, the original Heroes, for the PSP, so maybe I have all the Medal of Honor games now. But if I do, then expect a graphical evolution of Medal of Honor at some point, since I have them all. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. I have no idea if I have this. This was all the stuff I got for $1 now. Actually, yeah, everything I have now is for $1. Let me just take a brief look here. Cabela's. Nope, I don't have it, so there we go. For $1, it's worth the risk. I don't remember if I've played that one or 2010 and up. I've played a couple Dangerous Hunt games that were actually really fun, and some that were really, really terrible, like the newer ones that came out like during the end of PS3 going into PS4. Those were really, really bad. But the 2010, I think, is the one I played. That one I actually did enjoy. Constantine for the PS2. Don't know anything about it. I know it was a movie starring Keanu Reeves. At least I think it was. Never watched it. Never cared to, because I don't really care for the actor. Angry Birds Trilogy. Don't even ask why I picked it up. It was $1. That's just, I don't know. As far as Angry Birds in general, it's a cash cow that I cannot believe got as popular as it did, considering there were like 2 or 3 games exactly like this that came out before Angry Birds did, and those didn't take off. Maybe it was because of the cutesy birds or whatever. I have no idea, and I really don't care. Oh, it's PlayStation Move compatible. Speaking of, just to throw it out there, I did get that for $2. The wand, I don't even know what they're technically called. It just, oh, motion controller. Okay, for $2. I did pick one up a while ago. The buttons are more clicky on this and more, I guess, newer, so that's very good. Now I have 2 of them, so a friend can play if they want to. Or I think, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a boxing game that uses the motion controls that you actually do need 2 of these for. And if that is the case, then I'm able to play that game. And that's good. The last 2 things I have are Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. I don't even really care for the Lego games that much. I think I only like the Star Wars ones. Never really even played any of these other ones to know. So I guess it's not fair for me to say I don't even like them, because I haven't really ever played them. The final thing is Street Fighter 4. I've said this before, I'm not really that big into Street Fighter, mostly because I am really crap at them, and I'm not good at doing combos at Street Fighter. I'm very good at like 3 or 4 fighters, and that's pretty much it. I've said it before, I'm one of the... Even though I like fighters, I do really like them, I enjoy them, I like to play them, I'm really terrible at them. I don't know why. Whatever it is, that's what it is. I don't know. So, yep, thank you all for watching. That was the second live flea market video thing. So, again, thank you for watching. Have a good one.